Oh, I see the vagina slug is here.
That's no.
Fuck off.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, someone dropped him.
You
Oh, there he
guys, you guys ready to start?
No, Scott is.
I mean, there was talk of cream.
Yeah,
Getting
Scott's
cream
playing
together.
with cream.
Well,
A
stream is
flying
live,
cream.
so.
Go, kill the cream, kill the cream.
Can you retitle the stream to D&D?
The cream
stream.
No,
Yes.
Stream de la cream.
I was gonna say cream play, but
No lewd.
Absolutely one of
Yeah, I want to stress that it's not that kind of cream again.
right.
Because we're getting weird about things.
That type
You're
being.
being
Like,
weird about not clarifying.
Skin cream.
It's yeah.
Why did you have to get it ready?
Yeah, it's weird.
I
Are
wasn't.
you ready in
I wasn't-
action to apply cream?
I wasn't prepared earlier, and I needed to get prepared.
Is it hemorrhoid cream?
No.
Whoa!
Okay, Scott,
I mean, no, we don't judge you.
what kind of cream is it? Just
It's
say.
it's software cream.
Software cream? Is that like
Software
liquid fluid?
cream?
What the fuck is that?
It's like headlight fluid.
Is this just
Do you
No
put
comment.
that in your computer? Oh, is it like thermal paste or some shit?
No.
No?
Not really.
What the
Not-
fuck?
Yo,
is
you guys have a
thermal
preferred thermal paste?
see software makes me go
Thermal
to
paste,
another
Liam.
place again.
Is like a compound that you put on things that get hot, and then you put a heat sink over that, and it transfers the heat through the hot thing into the heat sink very well. That's what thermal paste is.
What kind of thermal paste you rocking?
I had some icy diamond, but
Oh, that's what I'm using.
it's been a while.
You gotta use the bathroom.
It's pretty crusty now.
Oh,
Gotta look out for
come
crusty
on,
software.
Day. You know better than that.
Okay.
What?
I
Oh,
think
What happened?
jeez.
Cheap
That,
joke.
That's
the cream
pretty
is
funny.
I'm
ready.
sorry.
That was
Let's
funny.
see-
That was
let's
a
see if the-
legitimate
Did I miss a dirty joke?
Check the
Chat.
tabletop.
Let's find out here if the cream.
Okay.
Oh, good job,
boy.
Dave. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. No lewd.
No loot.
It's
I'm-
just cream.
I'm gonna behave. It's fine. I had to get that out, so I'm good now.
I can't
That's
promise
fair.
anything.
So what's the current name of the Twitch stream?
Cream didn't work.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
Cream.
Oh no.
That's gonna be cranky as cream didn't work.
What is he doing?
Current
They haven't
title
made
is Sunday
this
Night
claim.
D&D with the Bityard crew, session 7.
Okay, could you change it to and you don't have to. But I would appreciate if you changed it to D&D cream stream no loot.
Alright.
I wrote that in my notes.
Thank you.
What kind of what script you get here, bud?
Script?
What?
Again, script?
Hold on. My Discord's breaking itself.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Oh. Oh.
All right, we're good.
Okay.
Sorry, I had a problem with my the what you call it? Designated input device.
God.
Yeah.
You dedicated wham.
No. DDR4 fam.
Dance Dance Revolution 4.
Yeah. Is Horace just gonna? Is he just gonna be like that?
Yeah.
We can move him over to the corner
that's
if
fair.
that makes you feel better.
No, you know what? I kind of like him being like the center.
I'll just work around him. It's no issue.
He's a monument.
He sees all.
Is that canon? He's just a monument now in the middle of the city.
He moves.
No, would be some interesting lore to figure out why that's a thing.
Why there's a giant, like, demon slug?
He's not a demon. He's like from like the stars, the void.
Oh,
He's
my
an
bad.
astral void slug.
He's very much an alien slug.
He's beautiful. I miss him.
No demon.
He's a face slugger.
I mean, I can
All
just
right,
bring
bud.
out the hellhounds again. Those are from, you know.
Who did you just alright? Me?
I could bring out Edgar again.
Yeah.
Don't
Which
you already
one?
have Edgar?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Edgar's right there.
there's more than one.
Oh, that's right.
Edgar's the one in the
Actually-
hole.
Oh, there's also DDO.
He's the one in the. Oh, is that what that's from?
Yeah.
Is that why you've been using that name?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, what a throwback.
Dang, dude. I remember what.
I remember high school.
Yeah, freshman year.
Yeah.
I remember high school.
I remember when Achievement Hunter wasn't like $1 million company.
Hey,
Yeah.
fuck Mr. T. I just gotta say.
Oh, yeah, it's trash now.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I'd probably stop following them after like sophomore or junior year of high school. I remember going into college, like, I think their movie had like just come out or is just about to come out.
Movie.
They
Laser
had,
Team?
yeah,
Oh, that?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
that-
not necessarily
that's-
Achievement Hunter, but it is Rooster Teeth.
I didn't
Right.
see it.
So yeah, fuck
Uh,
Achievement Hunter, Rooster Teeth if you want to sponsor us.
Jeff's just watching like, oh man. Shit.
Wow, a
uh,
name I haven't heard in a long time.
yeah, if Jeff was
Jeff
watching the
Ramsey.
stream, then I'd like I would wonder what the
Ramsey
fuck he's
hear
doing with
himself.
his life.
Yeah, he's lost it.
Yeah.
Clearly watching some quality content.
Washed
Yeah.
up streamer.
Duh.
Washed up YouTuber searches cream on Twitch. Watch-
Cream
Is he
stream.
washed up though?
I don't know. I have
'Cause
not.
I
isn't he
mean-
more successful than he's ever been though?
I have
Yeah,
absolutely no clue.
definitely, for sure.
He definitely is. I think we're just not demographic anymore. I think that's the
Yeah,
problem.
I just don't find that kind of content really amusing anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, they still have their moments, but
I'm sure.
Like I literally have not looked at anything for like 5 years, so I didn't even know that they still existed. Really.
Yeah.
My buddy was a big Ruby fan, so he like
Ooh.
be like, "Oh, dude, look at this." I'm like, "Huh, yeah,
Okay.
that's neat." I guess.
So who wants to do the recap?
I'm
Oh
tired.
man, it's been so long.
Yeah, it's been quite a bit.
Someone else can do
like-
it.
A long time. I'm trying to remember. Hold on.
Liam, you got this.
I can
Thanks.
stock up on points. I'll just do the recap if y'all want.
Can we make Scott
I'm
do
not
it?
gonna complain.
Scott had laryngitis yesterday, and I think today he'll have some sort of like deadly
Nightshade.
like
Got pollen.
Yeah, except, you know,
infestation.
after the recap, he could talk just fine. Actually,
We
during
got throat balls.
he could talk just fine.
Right, it was a miracle.
So that's
really-
another shitty lie.
Dude,
It's a
That's the
scientific
fastest
anomaly.
laryngitis I've ever seen.
I mean, it's a medical miracle. Come on.
I'm feeling
We
super
should.
attacked right now.
Yeah.
You should
Good.
be.
Anyways, I can do the recap.
Please do.
So the party last session, which was quite a bit ago, had gone out in preparation of basically conducting a dockside sting operation to find out who has been stealing Toot's surplus weapons. Well, we had some people go to the docks just to get prepared, you know, push around crates and hop inside of them. Others, specifically, I believe it was Bernard and Oswaldo, dressed up in clown regalia that they purchased, and I think Bernard rented, right?
Oh, we bought.
Okay. Then you both bought. Did you rent a nose?
I was
Yeah.
gonna rent the whole thing, and then I decided to just buy it
Oh,
because
Okay,
the
so-
renting fee was stupid.
Yeah, I
it wasn't
think
the
we bought
official nose
everything.
though.
Well,
Right. Well, official nose.
Yeah.
it wasn't gotten through legal means, so
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so, both of them went through, they got outfits. They even got an outfit for Norbert, the beaver. And headed down to the docks. Now, at the docks, they all sort of got together, got ready. They waited for the ship to come in. Ship came in. And they watched and waited, and nothing really happened. And at the end of pretty much this whole process, the foreman, or really whoever was in charge of making sure, I think it was Berkshire Hathaway was the name, the clown names. For whatever reason, decided to become like a housing real estate company. But anyways, yeah. So the manager, the foreman, whoever, basically looked through the sheets, saw that they were still missing. Can y'all still hear me? Because right now, all of y'all have 999 ping.
I can hear you.
I can hear you just fine.
Perfect. Start screaming at me if you can't hear me.
Okay.
So yeah, Foreman looks at the numbers. They don't match. And Oswaldo kind of comes out, reveals himself to be the one of the people that Toot had sent. And he started his investigation. And after kind of looking around and sort of faking this whole thing to the crew, he found himself sort of in the hull of the boat and found a mysterious sort of trapdoor, which he later found out that the crew, well, someone in the crew was dumping supplies in the basically bay in order to sort of come back later and pick those up and haul them off. And so with that, the party sort of finished that whole sort of encounter and made their ways back to the bar where Toot normally is at. Reported to Toot. Toot was very, very happy to hear that everything had sort of been taken care of. Extremely drunk, had just come back from nobody really knows what, but I believe someone was interested. I think it was Bernard was interested in getting the drugs that he was currently on.
For artistic purposes, I'm sure.
Right, for exploring a new mindset, I believe was how it was described.
Yeah.
And I believe someone played Toot in chess and barely beat Toot, despite Toot being completely just fucked
Look,
up.
he's really good, all right?
No, that is true. Toot is a noble, and so would have spent a lot of time basically just memorizing and learning various chess.
Dang. What if, never mind.
And I believe after that, the party rested up and called Gishtuk again in order to get, their latest shipment, and then asked Gishtuk about sort of what to do next, and he said that they should meet him the next day at the Goblin compound.
Okay. I also
Uh,
ordered gloves from him, but that's not really important.
yes. When
Did anyone else
y'all
order anything?
I didn't.
Mm.
you ordered fingerless gloves, right?
No, I ordered sap gloves.
Oh,
I mean,
right,
they
right,
can
right.
be fingerless. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so you all then sort of headed over to the Goblin compound, and I believe we left off with y'all going down the ladder.
Yeah.
Let me quickly go through chat. The only thing that I can see that is actually that important is I did not delete the hand zones. Those disappeared along with everyone's names and avatars, and I have no clue why.
Ah, okay.
Mine shows up only when I go through it. Which is weird.
Yeah, I
Can
have
you
absolutely no clue
assign
why
me a
that
color
happened.
then? Preferably green?
Yeah, sure.
Because I can't do anything until I have a color.
Let me promote
Wow.
you and then change your
Wow.
color. No, there are no colors. Oh, I can make you be the game master. There.
Dang.
Don't give him so much power.
Too much.
Because actually, all of the colors have disappeared.
Oh,
Ah.
Yeah.
really?
Just
I
one
still have-
monochrome color now.
I still see
Right.
colors.
When I go to change his color, there's literally only game master or spectator.
Dang.
Well, you broke it.
Can someone else assign him to a color?
I could try.
I think only the host can do that.
Yeah, no. Can't.
Can you still do the things you need to do, Scott?
I mean, I can move stuff now. So yeah.
I think you just need to be promoted.
Spectator can't do anything. So
Well, he has technically a color now.
now I am. Yeah, now I'm game.
Okay.
I can roll dice.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Good job.
I'm pretty happy.
So,
Nice one.
My D20 has.
last we left off, everyone was going down the ladders, and there is something important to be noted. Does anybody know sort of what order they would have gone down the ladder in?
Mm-mm. I mean, I think I'm the tallest, so technically I would be walking the fastest. I don't know.
I'll go down first.
Okay.
Alright, sure.
Yeah.
Probably
I'd probably-
follow.
Probably be towards the back then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd be like third.
I mean, I want to be as close to Hilder as possible, but
Right behind him then. Checking out that tiny little boot.
Hooray.
I mean, he does squats.
So it's
Small, but
dog named Edgar.
All right. Let's say that Oswaldo took up the rear, and okay.
Crazy, but alright.
Yep.
So, as everyone's going down the ladder, there seems to be a bit of a pause, just in sort of the stream of people, as Bernard, kind of midway down the ladder, just freezes. This is probably most noticeable to Oswaldo, who is trying to get down and cannot if there's a person on the way. But, you know, probably after 10 seconds, 20 seconds, Bernard kind of just continues down the ladder. And Oswaldo can go down the ladder as normal.
You alright, Bernard?
No, I just got a message from someone.
Everything okay?
I don't know if I should leave.
What?
Raoul's in trouble.
Ra-
My love.
Oh no.
Raul? Wait.
Oh god. What did I tell you about Raul?
No,
Listen,
I've been
honey.
threatened to leave or she'll hurt him.
Raul ain't
Who?
shit. He's an ain't shit man.
Is someone in trouble?
Yes, another noble, really my love, but we can never be together.
Would is this urgent? Like,
Yeah,
is this life and death?
Yes, I'm so sorry. You are all very, very kind. This has been interesting, but yeah, I must go.
Good luck.
That sounds serious. Like, do you want?
No, she called you scoundrels. I shouldn't be seen with you at all anymore.
Who called me a scoundrel?
I don't know. I don't know.
What?
Super rude.
I'm sorry.
You said a message.
Yes, in my head, magic.
Probably not the first time Oswaldo's been called a scoundrel.
Those aren't my words.
How dare they?
And I start trying to is like Oswaldo still like kind of in any way?
No.
'Cause
I think I know your way.
Okay, yeah, I'm already starting to like climb up. I'm like sobbing and oh
Wait.
no.
How can we reach you? What if you're in trouble?
Good luck.
What?
Dr. Penzan.
Okay.
Bernard.
Just-
He's an ain't shit man.
I have to go. I have to protect him.
He only drives an I series. Like, come on, do better.
No, I mean like he's a man, so he ain't shit.
Oh, right. Right, yeah, naturally.
Fucking
mean-
darn.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Man is a strong word for. I mean, he's like a twink. Little
He's a
extra
man.
soy boy.
Whoa.
He's still a man.
So he's Gabriel.
Uh,
All right then.
I mean, Bernard is Gabriel.
Uh-oh.
I get it.
Yeah, I start climbing back up the ladder. Yeah, crying.
This?
What a crybaby.
Damn it! I'm done with crybabies in this game.
Oh.
Damn.
For now.
Just let us know if you need help. We'll talk to Panzan.
Just hear another just sob.
Oh.
And
Now I'm
yeah,
very worried.
Bernard just runs out of the goblin compound crying. And the party kind of just, for whatever reason, continues.
Just like, alright. I would be like frozen in shock. What the fuck?
Listen,
Uh,
just let him go. He
Well, it's
needs
not
to
my
learn his
problem.
lesson on his own.
Yeah, he did say you could
probably-
probably contact Panzan and get information about him if you needed.
Well,
Unnecessary.
Probably like 5 seconds after you hear Bernard's last sob, Gishtuk kind of shuffles some papers.
just waiting. He's just
Uh,
already there.
Yeah, no, he's kind of just watched this whole thing, and he kind of just like coughs.
Oh.
Oh, is this not the boost toy?
I mean, I don't. If there was a good time, it's gone now.
Absolutely the greatest time Geesh took.
Ooh,
It's a great time for me.
ooh,
Got no problems.
ooh, 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 ooh.
You
It'll be
okay?
It's alright, Geezer. I'm sure
Ooh.
it should be. He'll be alright.
Oh, 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 cool.
Horse is
One second. And you kind of see him turn around, and you actually notice that for whatever reason, Ishtuk seems to be wearing a choker.
Yeah.
This is a rather prevalent, prominent, sort of new addition to his body, and it kind of makes more sense when he kind of turns around after kind of fidgeting with it a bit, and he's like, can you understand me better this way? I got some complaints.
No.
From no. Oh,
Yeah, could you please take that off?
No.
And he kind of shuffles it around again. And he's like, "Oh, well, I heard some humans who couldn't quite understood me. Oh, so I thought I'd go out and get this voice changer.
Much
But
better way.
if you can only understand me this way, guess I'll spook this way."
That is, yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, it's interesting, cause yous spoke closer to what I just heard, but if this was better,
Is he eating something?
no,
He always is. Swedish meatballs.
He's
not
like
eating
extra
anything.
muffled.
If you can understand this better, then that's just as good.
Out
What?
of character, it's not that it's easier to understand. It's just
Right,
more
it's
fun to
funny.
make you do the voice. Yep.
Right, no, I completely understand that.
And it's Gishtuk at this, like, you can't have him speak any other way.
Yeah. It's like that scene in The
Right.
Fifth Element where Zorg makes him take off the disguise, the alien thing.
Right.
It
You
seems
could,
better this way.
yeah, you can see that he's visibly sweating after saying that. Says, oh, cool. So, let's get down to Bruce Tooks. And he kind of the paper that he was fiddling with earlier, basically just to get your attention. He kind of starts unfurling it on the table and weighs it down on two sides. And you can see it's a large, pretty inaccurate regional map, but kind of where there seem to be buildings or like little compounds on the map, he's kind of crossed over them. And there are specifically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 compounds on the map. And one looks kind of familiar. And you can kind of recognize it as where you are right now. And he says, so, on all my children, those are the goblin compounds that I know of. And most of those are also connected to Gulithur.
He's saying these are goblin compounds on the map.
Yeah.
Right.
Most of them are connected to Galthor.
All right, yeah. All right, yeah, cool. I understood that.
He points to the closest one, and he says, this is a goblin compound run by Thornosh. Thornosh. No, who is a good girl, people locum, oil locum, and all you have to do is convince him not to help Gulithor.
I'd say in Dwarvish to Hylder. Did you get any of that?
I don't know what the hell he's been saying for the past 5 minutes.
He kind of responds in Dwarvish and
Fuck.
says, "Should I couldn't change the voice if that's easier?
No, I'm just having an off day today.
Okay."
It's fine if they can figure out what you said. They can tell me later.
Rude. And he kind of switches over to comment. Sorry. So, who, mostly duels, und arms.
What?
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You
dolls and
don't
arms.
want-
Dolls and arms, like you said.
No, duels, und arms. Who souls, arms. Oh, are you
Like,
sure?
I want to power through it, but it seems like he's gotten
I think he's doing it
extra
on-
incomprehensible.
Doing it on purpose now.
Yeah, tools and arms.
No, arms. Use. Tools. No.
Tools.
Oh, you
What?
got me snorting.
Thornush. Thornush.
Gormish?
Yes.
Thornush. Souls.
Sells.
Arms.
Arms.
Oh, he sells arms. Okay, he's an arms trader.
What else does he sell?
Arms. Only arms.
He deals
Only
in arms.
Yes.
Use. uh. There or two other arms duelers.
Two other
Wo
arms dealers.
use Bo und Punslor.
Say again.
Punslor.
Poonslayer.
Answer?
No. Punslor.
Poonslayer.
Consular.
No.
Consular.
And he takes out a piece of paper.
The no keeps
And
killing me.
He writes it down. Hensler.
Penciler.
Punslor. Who?
Just change your voice.
I put the freaking collar back on, Geeshchook. Jesus.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's
I
okay.
thought you
It's
wanted
okay. It's
to.
okay. It's okay. Just
And,
It's just being down here. I think the echoing is making it a little
Yeah,
bigger
yeah.
than normal. And
oh, probably. And he kind of turns
Oh,
around
God,
and he
Lord.
kind of shifts the choker. And is this better?
Yeah.
I mean, no, but yeah.
Oh, I can change it back. It's
No, I'm just keep it on.
prefer your old voice, but the clarity this offers is better.
right. I found that for larger operations, it's better to make sure that everyone is on the same page.
Yeah, you know what? How did you get this collar? It's pretty cool.
I reached out to one of my old friends up north, and well, he knows a goblin who knows a goblin who knows a wizard who, has a very interesting sense of style, but is also quite well known for their magical artifacts they can create.
Oh, that's cool. You sound like a barkeep I know.
Sorry.
Never mind.
This is generic voice number one, and I can kind of slip through a few others. If this one isn't to your liking, I can always change to something else.
That's a pretty impressive collar then.
Yes, I believe, and I have the tag somewhere with the receipt from when I bought it. But I believe that up to 5 voices can be stored in here,
Dang.
including my own. But there's no reason that I'd need to do that. there are 2 slots open, and so there are sort of just 3 generic voices that I have at my disposal.
So can you talk if you lose your voice?
No, if I can't talk, it's can't really just talk at all.
Oh, really?
Right. So you know how if you put a filter on a pipe, it kind of changes how things come out of it. You can think of it similar to my voice pipe. It changes what comes out of it.
I see.
Anyways, that isn't important. What is important is going through this. I should probably just start from the beginning, as it seems like so if you had some troubles understanding my normal voice. So you have Tharnosh, who is the closest to here. He deals in arms, just as I do, and same with Penslar. Although Tharnosh, out of all of us, has always been more oriented to good deeds. He doesn't exactly like Galithar, and really all it would take is some convincing and a decent plan to get him to stop selling to Galithar.
Is that your suggestion? Then?
Sorry.
Is that your suggestion then?
Oh, well, there are many ways that you could sort of play this out there. Let's see. And he kind of looks over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there are about 5 or 6 different ways that we could sort of start out. They'll obviously have sort of different effects on each of the other compounds. Maybe if we were to go to Tharnash later, once other compounds have been dealt with, he may be more willing to go forward in cutting ties with Galithar. As I mentioned before, there's also Penslar, who is a little further away from here, but would be relatively clean and easy to deal with, given your willingness to get down and dirty and just kill.
We got it.
I know that Penslar himself is not that great. He seems to be quite loyal to Galithar and doesn't really care about coexisting with the surrounding environment, nor do many of those below him, although you might want to double check. Maybe go for some unconscious sort of takedowns as opposed to anything lethal. Just because there may be some in there that kind of got just roped in. Although if you don't really care much about that, I guess you're free to kill as you see fit. Now that is it for the people who deal in arms. Obviously I have severed from Galithar. As for sort of food and provisions, there are 3 that will be sort of interesting to go after. The first is Narm. That would be a tricky situation as he doesn't really like Galithar, nor do sort of the cadre he keeps with him. However, Galithar has sort of taken notice and, well, put a lot of his people in the compound, posing as, you know, advisors and just as regular farmers. He probably would not be too open to you coming in and just killing willy-nilly. You might have to weed out who within his ring might be working for Galithar and get working on also those who just work in the compound. Once he sort of sees evidence of that, he probably will side against Galathar and stop the flow of food and provisions. However, that will probably be a more complex situation. Glarth, on the other hand, not the case. Let's just say that Glarth and I have never gotten along, nor have anybody in my town and his. It may seem just from rivalry, but I'd say you could probably just kill everyone there. Not much value would be lost. And I'm not just saying that because I despise his guts. And his people under him. They're awful. But again, if you wanted to, I guess you could keep them alive. Just throw them in jail. So that's Glarth. Ooh, another sticky situation. Have either any of you heard of the Great Springs charity?
No.
Would I have?
It's possible. They're probably one of the more prominent local sort of humanitarian organizations, sort of like a local and mini Red Cross.
Oh, okay. I'd definitely have heard of them with all that.
They do quite a lot for the surrounding area, and a lot of it good. Someone sort of in the higher up, in return for sort of whatever they don't really feel should be given to their constituents, they sell off in sort of bulk to Galathar. Things that could arguably be eaten or used or worn, or medical supplies that may not be needed in the near future. Those are sort of all sold off. Now, this isn't public information. People obviously would not like to hear that whatever they donate goes to aid goblins, especially those under a man such as Galathar. However, within organizations like that, it's a lot easier to make things disappear, and whoever is in charge of that seems to be, high enough that he could just make things disappear, and it won't be odd if large bouts of income arrive just out of nowhere.
What was the name of the organization again?
It is Great Spring Charity. Those are sort of the 5 that I have recognized as being possible to move on so far. There's still a few other compounds that I'm trying to sort of double check and get more information on. However, I can guarantee you that if enough of these fall or get disconnected from Galathar, we should be able to move in sometime soon and, lay siege to his compound.
So, which one was the arms dealer?
The 2 arms dealers that I suggested, other than myself, were Tharnash and Penslar. Tharnash being the one you would need to convince to part ways. The other being Penslar, who, for the most part, all of those with him as well as himself are disreputable people.
Roger.
Roger, Dodger.
So we have Penslar, Tharnash, Nam, and Glarth, and then the Good Springs organization.
Right.
Great Springs, sorry, Great Spring. So Nam, that is a farm? Is it a farm?
So there are farms there. Yes. And for that, what sort of Ishik warned you about is that he's kind of a puppet, unknowingly. He doesn't really necessarily like Galithar, but he has basically someone within his little advisor circle who seems to be steering him to either directly or indirectly get sort of goods into the hands of Galithar. And there definitely also seem to be sort of underlings or workers within the village or compound that seem to be assisting with that.
So they don't actually think that they're that they're directly supporting him. They just are.
Right. It's something that they most likely do not know too much about. They may have inklings, but it would be sort of hard to prove, especially because it seems like a large portion of the worker base have kind of been supplanted or kind of replaced with Galithar's goons.
Okay. So Tharnash would be the easiest to take on. Apparently he can, from what you're saying, he could be easily convinced to stop supporting him.
Maybe not easily convinced.
Compared to the others.
Right. As far as convincing goes, he is probably the only one that you could talk to and, change his mind without any bloodshed. Whether or not you can actually change his mind as of right now will be up to you all. However, I'm sure he would feel more comfortable separating his people from Galithar's if he knew there was a little bit more of a guarantee that our plan will work. Now, if you can convince him right now, that would be wonderful, but that is up to you all.
So my suggestion would be to try and so who's the leader of Nam? Or is it Nam the person?
Right. So Narm is all of these compounds have sort of been labeled
Daddy
by
Nam.
their leader.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. So my suggestion is try to expose that to the leader of or Narm himself that he's actually just being led on. That way.
Hello?
That way.
Damn.
He can. That way we could cut off their food source, and we also would have something to show to Tharnash that we're serious, and we have a chance.
Right.
Yeah.
Or we could just go destroy Glarth, because apparently no one would care if we just obliterated it.
I mean, Galithar would definitely care.
Well, yeah, but no one.
There are
would
less
like, or that
moral
we need-
repercussions to.
Yeah.
Sort of just going in there, guns blazing.
And then I don't know how we would go after the Great Spring. Does anyone have any other suggestions?
Well, I'd rather go and take on one of the villages that we can actually fight. That way, when we do eventually approach this Tharnash character, he has more of a reason to believe that we're not only serious, but less incentive to go in and talk to Galithar. Because the sooner that he knows what we're up to, the sooner that he'll be able to sort of bolster his defenses.
Mm-hmm. Do we have population, like a population count, or how strong these militia these places hold?
Well, I'm still sort of going about ascertaining that, but I can assure you that once I have assessed that, our abilities surpass those of Galathar's. That I inform you all, and that we can get ready to, well, I guess, raid his compound.
Okay, but these individual compounds, we're sort of still blind on it.
I have a basic idea, but it's best to sort of hold off until we get solid numbers.
Right. So we have a choice of what to do here.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone particularly have... So Hilder, you want to go in and take out one of these compounds by force. That way we can show Tharnash that we are not to be trifled with. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. I suggested the food. I mean, we could still take Narm by force, but I mean, bloodshed is bloodshed, and obviously we've learned from our first escapade that these things have repercussions.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes.
When you kill people, they die.
True.
That's true.
And while you're sort of discussing that, Geeshtuk has kind of been writing on like a piece of paper, and he kind of hands it over to Oswaldo. This is just sort of a summary of what I just went over, just in case you all need a refresher at any point. Obviously, I'll keep you all updated. However, I thought it might just be nice to have. And before I forget, Hilder, when I was talking with Panzan, he said that something had slipped his mind and he had forgotten to tell you. But apparently, he pushed some of your paperwork through, and it should be ready. I think I got that right.
Oh, sweet.
Well,
Window.
thank you for passing along the message.
Right. It also seemed to be, he said it was something somewhat important to you, so...
Yes.
Then very good. I hope you don't find this rude, and will excuse me. There are some more things that I need to take care of regarding, both this as well as my into becoming a greater merchant than I am as of now.
We'll see. Well, it looks like we need more time anyways.
I'm sure whatever decision you'll make will be a sound, at least judging by your recent actions.
Oh, before I forget, do you have paper and a pen or a pencil that I could use?
I do have a pencil and paper, and he kind of reaches into his desk. A pencil, say number 2, Ticonderoga pencil.
Damn.
I will.
And a single piece of what is that, like 11.5 by 8?
Dang, wow, this is nice stock.
I will write down the contact information for my brewery, or my family's brewery rather, and hand it back to Gishtuk. If you get in contact with these people and tell them that you're a friend of mine, I would recommend doing it under your dwarvish disguise, because that might yield better results.
Right.
This, I mean, depending on the costs of shipping and whatnot, it might be a decent deal that you might be able to get on some, in my opinion, very fine liquors and ales. Which, if you like, I could tell them to deal with you exclusively.
And he says, well, thank you. I'll have to sit on it, but as for now, I will file it away. And sort of off to the side, or pretty much right next to his desk, but kind of propped against the sort of tunnel wall, is a large, what basically looks like a filing cabinet, with a bunch of different drawers that have been labeled by the common alphabet. And he goes over to H and pulls that open, and you just see all of these sort of various written medium, like cards and pieces of paper, and they all have little tabs at the top that have certain names on them. And he kind of, peruses through all of them, finds the correct spot to put it into. He kind of folds it neatly. With his glove, he kind of puts his thumb over the top of the paper, and you see a little tag appear out of nowhere. That just says Hilder, in parentheses, alcohol. And then kind of gently puts it into place. Closes the drawer and kind of looks back and smiles at you.
I will just kind of nod at him.
And one day I'll formalize the process, but as for now, this is sort of what I had. Maybe I'll get a younger goblin to come in here as an intern, organize all this for me. Well, anyways, I do have to be going. And he kind of picks the tricorn cap off of the desk, turns into a door right in front of all of you, and he starts kind of running down the hallway and takes a right.
That's something you don't see every day.
Only because we don't shoot the whistle.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't have anything. I guess we should figure out what to do. But it seems like in the meantime, Hilder has something to attend to.
I have a request.
What is it?
He just left.
He's gone.
Unless you
Damn
wanted
it.
to put this in before all this happened.
Yeah, actually.
Okay. Sure.
I was just gonna ask him for a recitizer.
Oh my!
God damn.
Yeah.
Are
he
they
does-
big though?
They would have to like sit on a shelf. You can't just like there have
No
yet
pocket Ritzitizer.
right there have yet to be invented a handhold Ritzitizer.
Down. Okay.
You
I'll
still
give
want
him-
one?
Can I give him a request to send it to an address?
The Ritzitizer or a handhold one?
There is a handheld.
There is.
Oh.
Then Ritzitizer.
Right. He says, yes, I could do that. You said you have an address.
Yeah, I give him the address to my home where my dad is.
Okay. This is a little far.
You say
I
it out
will have
loud?
to ask for some. What?
Does she just say her address out loud?
I assume she gave a written little thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because as good as Gishtuk is, he can't commit everything to memory. And he looks at it, and this area code. This is a little far. I'll have to charge a little bit more for the transportation, but I could definitely get it here.
Okay. Thank you.
He kind of looks up, not like his head, but his eyes kind of roll up, and he looks to the tip of the tricorn hat brim. He says, that would be 3 gold.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Hand it over to him.
He says, thank you. And then for the delivery, that would be a single silver.
Okay. Cool. Hand that over to him, too.
He takes both, and he kind of lifts his arm and lets go of the coins as they kind of just slip into the sleeve, his like wrist sleeve. They kind of just disappear, and he says, okay. Well, I will go ahead and take care of that. And as he's sort of running off to where he needs to be next, he says, I left the gloves on the table. And he, turns right and disappears.
Oh. Sweet.
Yeah, that's for you.
Fucking sick, bud.
I didn't pay him though. Wait, did I?
Usually
paid
he
him up
takes
front,
the payment at the
Yeah. Okay. I'll just leave a silver on the on his desk.
How long are you there after the silver is put there?
I would just put it there and not even think anything of it.
Okay.
And I take my gloves. I put them on. Now I'm ready to punch the crap out of people really hard.
Really hard.
There
Yeah,
you
dude.
go. And because that would be sort of a weapon that goes towards unarmed fighting. That would be a D4.
Sweet.
Okay, gang. What's next?
Well, I need to go pick up some paperwork, first and foremost. But after that, I'm free to continue on with whatever it is that we decide we want to do from here.
And I have a
Would you like some company on
beaver
that?
to feed.
I mean, it's just paperwork, but if you want to come along, I don't have any objections.
I mean, I'd love to. I don't have anything planned.
Alright.
What about other people?
Hmm?
Does anybody else have anything they want to do?
Just feed my beaver.
Okay.
Is that a euphemism?
Gonna feed
You're
my beaver
breaking
some meat.
rules. Bubbles.
Norbert, he has a name. Give him his name.
The
It's
old
better.
meat beaver.
Oh, God.
Gonna just fill that beer up with some meat.
Okay.
You brought this upon us all, Ryan.
Right. And what does Isla do?
She gets
Don't-
white girl wasted.
Don't know if she has.
I'm gonna go get a
She's not
pumpkin
made.
She's
spice
not a
latte.
white girl.
Yeah, is there a carpet to she can?
That she can still
Choke
get
on.
white girl wasted.
That's
I
true.
guess.
She doesn't have much to do.
Maybe she should go with shoulder.
She can come along. Why don't you come along, Ayla?
All right.
I almost
enjoy your
Beppist
company.
my
I think-
decks.
Yeah, Oswaldo's gonna go back to the tavern.
Right. So yeah, first everyone has to, pile into the same cart. At the end of the trip, you actually, just drop off Oswaldo at the end, and the ride continues. And it probably takes 5 minutes from the tavern to get to the sort of most local notary office and paperwork sort of recipient hall. All three of you arrive, and the driver, who you don't recognize, kind of just looks down at y'all and kind of mumbles, 2 silver and 3 copper.
I got it. I give him the change.
He kind of looks at you, and he takes it, and he looks at you, and he kind of just falls asleep.
Right there, doesn't even move.
Yeah, he kind of slumps back against the wagon and starts falling asleep. That's actually how you found him in the first place.
Sleeping. He's just on like by the road. We're like, hey.
He was just parked in the middle of the road,
Oh.
and kind of just slumped over the reins. And you kind of just went over and tapped him on the shoulder.
Sure he's
Where
alive.
you want to go?
Well,
Yeah.
I'll head into the notary office then.
Follow suit.
So you head into the notary office, and inside there's sort of 3 main areas that you can recognize. There is a single staircase that goes upstairs to the 2nd floor, which you can't really tell what's up there. But there are sort of 2 big areas here. One in front of you, directly in front of you, against the wall. There are at least like 8 or 9 shelves just full of stacks of paperwork, and they're all labeled, and they're sort of placards in front of each spot that say, what form is there, how many you're allowed to take per day, and there are a few people kind of just standing around looking at people as they pass by. To the right, there is a large sort of barred window that stretches maybe 10, 15 feet and is, I'd say, like 5 feet tall. And this is a little bit, maybe like 3 or 4 feet off the ground. And of course, there's wall underneath that. And there's a door, which you would assume is locked all the way at the other end. And on the other side are just a bunch of people sitting in chairs, looking on the other side, sort of towards you, just very bored. Hands on their faces, kind of just heads cocked to the side. One of them looks like they're sleeping. And in big signage above those form receipt window.
I will go up to the window in front of one of the people that's awake.
They look up to you, and they kind of mumble out, "What's your name?"
Hilder Anvilfist.
You got your card? You would have a card.
I will pull it out then.
This is
Sure.
sort of like your citizenship card, basically.
Okay.
That has basic information, height, weight. It's basically the equivalent of a driver's license, but it also has some additional information, like are you an urban or rural resident, where your hometown is, that sort of thing. And so you hand it to them, and name checks out. Let me go check. And they kind of stand up, and they walk away. Maybe 7 minutes later, they come back with a large envelope, and they kind of slip that through along with your identification. I say, okay, that's everything for you. No outstanding paperwork.
Well, thank you kindly. And I'll take it, and I won't leave just yet. I'll kind of move to the back of the room out of anyone's way who might be coming in, and I'm gonna open up and just make sure that everything's there and in order.
Sure. And inside, these are your fighting relocation papers. And in big sort of green lettering, it says accepted.
Excellent.
And sort of as you're reading that, there is a loud noise as the doors to the office are sort of thrown open. And a woman kind of just strolls in with great confidence and strength.
Okay. And she just kind of looks around, read the signs for squinting real hard at it. She's not really paying too much attention to people yet. She's gonna go up to the window.
Yep.
I'm here for some paperwork, I think.
What's your name?
Isabel Landvallier.
You have your card?
Yeah. She rummages through her bag, and some like children's drawings like fall out of it. And she finally finds like this card that's like dog-eared and kind of smudged. Here, and she hands it to him.
All right. 1 copper.
Yeah. She gives him a copper.
Okay. Takes the copper, and you kind of just see the attendant drop just the copper coin into. There's just like a large pipe between the two sort of attendants that are sitting next to each other, and they kind of and it just keeps falling. You can't really hear it stop. It just really can no longer. It becomes so soft that you can't really hear it anymore. And they kind of get up and they walk away. In the meantime, Hilder, would you have sort of looked up during all of this?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna approach behind her.
Yeah, I'm like leaning over. Like, is there like a little ledge, little table thing?
Yeah, there's like the tiniest little ledge.
I still, even though I'm pretty large. I'm trying to lean on it, like, drum my fingers on it. Really impatient.
It definitely does sound like that.
Oh. Well, if it ain't the, what was it, ballin' ballerina, I think it was.
What? I looked straight ahead first. Who said that?
I'll just kind of smirk and wait for her to realize who it is.
Yeah, I looked down and my eyes widen, and then I just grin, just a really mischievous grin. Hammer!
I will step forward and offer a handshake.
I take his hand and, oh man, I'm thinking of that scene from Predator.
Dylan!
Oh man.
Squeezing real hard.
No,
Lude.
I didn't expect to see you here.
I've been looking for you. You know that you just ran off, coward.
I had some. I had an urge to see a little bit more of the world. Maybe find some better opponents elsewhere.
Well, you should have been looking for me, because I'm the opponent you need.
Yeah, but I already beat you.
Oh my.
I need that rematch. That was a fluke. You were cheating. You were doing something. Something was off that day, and you know it.
The only
I would
thing.
not lose to a dwarf.
Gasp.
I mean.
Fight. I was here too. She came.
Yeah.
Can I walk up and be like, is this... What, do you know this person? I'm assuming. Seem real chummy.
Just someone I beat up one time.
We had fights.
You beat
jealous.
her up?
I
We
mean,
need to settle
pretty
this
jealous.
score. One fight, that's not enough to prove anything.
well,
I'm looking forward to seeing this fight as well.
I'm willing to put my name down on the next card. See if we can get ourselves a fight.
Yeah, sounds good. I could use a distraction.
Have you been properly relocated?
I'm working on that right now. I just got here. I hate all this fucking paperwork. It's bullshit.
Well, I suppose that once that's all settled, I mean, I imagine if we put ourselves down as a rival match, we might be able to get on the card a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I doubt anyone
perhaps.
out here would really have heard of us, but
Ha! Yeah, right. I'm sure everyone knows me.
I don't. I have no idea who you are.
I'm the Brawling Bell.
oh, that's what it was, right?
Right.
I
I've heard of
flex.
the Anvil Fists. They seem pretty popular from where I'm at. But never... The Brawning Bull is what you said?
Brawling Bell. And I swing my bell around and it clings on the ground.
It's a real cute gimmick she has.
You hear a attendant who's by sort of the all of the documents and paperwork kind of yell out, "No excessive noise!"
I literally just kind of hop, and all of the bells on my jewelry just jingle.
That sounds... Do
sound
you
like,
always wear these?
Well, yeah. It's part of, it's all about the spectacle.
Yeah.
What about the results?
Yeah, of
I
course,
mean,
that too.
not
whole
much of a
package.
spectacle when you get knocked on your ass.
You just fucking wait. You wait, short stacks. I'll get you.
Well, tell you what, if you're itching for a fight, I mean, obviously I can't bout with you outside the ring, but there might be one coming my way pretty soon. If you're interested in a tag team.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
And almost as if right on cue, the person who took your card returns. And first they give you back a new card.
Because it's so damaged.
Yeah, they've thrown away the damaged card. They give you the new card. And they also hand you a large envelope with another smaller sort of like letter envelope.
Oh.
And on the letter envelope, it says "read first" in big print.
Even I can read that, so I'll do so.
Inside, it says, "Sign the divorce papers, then you can fight."
What?
Ah! Fuck!
How big a letter?
I crumble up the paper and throw it.
The person who just gave you the are you gonna pick that up? You can't litter.
What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, shit.
I'd have to give you a fine.
I'm going through some stuff. Cut me some slack.
10.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I pick it up for her.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you. There's a trash can
Ooh,
right
rage was getting. There was
and
gonna be some rage there.
the attendant points to just one large trash can that seems to be overflowing with crumpled papers.
Can I uncrumple it and read it?
You better
Yeah.
hurry.
Yeah, as I'm like walking over, like, like trying not to, like with my back to her, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably not very perceptive. Passive perception's 12. I don't know what that does for me.
You probably don't care.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just skim over it, and it's just straight up divorce paperwork.
It literally just says, "Sign the papers, then you can fight."
Oh, it doesn't say.
No, it does
doesn't
say
what paper.
divorce.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, and then crumple, just sort of throw it in the trash.
Yeah, I hastily rip open the other envelope.
So inside the there is the form that you had filled out for the fighting sort of relocation form. And it isn't in your handwriting, as one of the attendants there kind of helped you with it.
Right.
And in big sort of red lettering, it says "denied." And you hear the attendant say, "I also put in the next stage of divorce filing papers."
Not so loud.
Says it out loud.
Says it out loud. And I was requested to.
Yeah.
We don't read your letters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. I don't trust the government.
That's too bad.
So wait,
Well,
wait. It says denied. Why?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Well, I mean, I just assumed.
Babies.
It scared us.
But
Bureaucracy beholding.
if it's denied, that also means that they basically said no to your request.
Can you talk faster? You're putting me to sleep.
Oh, sleep. That would be nice. Anyways.
This dude's like the sloth from Zootopia.
The answer is no, you can't fight.
I don't like no.
Oh.
Me no like.
Sorry.
I crumble all these papers up, and I throw it at the window.
Can you pick those up? There's a fine for littering.
I swivel on my heels and start marching away.
Attendant.
I'll just kind of like go and pick him up as she's like walking away.
And you see the person kind of just raise their arm and kind of just do the like John Cena face thing to an attendant who is kind of walking over, and the attendant kind of stops and then turns around and goes back to where they were.
Can't see me. Okay. And then I'm just holding this paperwork. Can I look at it?
Yeah, sure.
No,
So there is the paperwork for sort of the second stage of a divorce filing. And there's just a bunch of information on there. A lot of questions that ask why, you want to get divorced. Are you really sure? What's the name of your husband, wife, partner? Why don't you like them anymore?
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of just a lot of questions.
Is there what is like the settlement?
Oh.
Like is there like kids is risk here?
Kids, yeah.
It says like what are possible things that could be affected by divorce, and it just says kids.
There's no like custody info on here, like
no
contest
nothing
custody?
like that. No.
Kids.
It just says kids at the bottom.
Just like in crayon, kids.
No. The other form is the fighting sort of location change form. And that you can see on there. There's like a reason why in the denied thing. Yeah. And it basically just says multiple reports of underground fighting.
Oh.
Ah. Oops. Dang. Well, just toss them.
Into the trash can?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'll rip them up and then toss them in.
Okay. Yeah, you do that.
Can't have anyone else violating our privacy.
Yeah, only me. For good reason.
Oh god.
Anyway, ew.
She
I
ran out.
I walked out. I stormed out. Yeah. Just avoiding eye contact with Hilder, especially.
So you want
Is
to
that
tell us about that one, Hilder?
Is your friend all right, Hilder?
Friend.
I mean, what she does in her personal time is her business.
Well, I know a good bit about. So you don't really care for this person?
I mean, for as much shit as I give her, she's a good fighter, but I mean, I don't know her that well. I've only met her a couple times.
Have you ever? Well, we're in the office still, huh?
Yeah.
Well, if you had gone after her, she would have left.
Yeah, I would have followed her out, but not like. I would have given her some space to cool off for a minute before I went and talked to her again.
Right.
Mhm.
So y'all are probably outside.
Yeah. Okay. Like whisper to him, like, have you ever done an unsanctioned fight with her?
Well, before I was registered and qualified for the actual legal bouts, sure. A few times. That's where we initially met.
Is there a big penalty for that kind of thing?
It depends. It depends on if you're already registered. If you're, qualified and legal, and you get caught fighting in the underground, then you can get in a lot of trouble. But sort of going from the underground to the normal,
Going
like
legit?
public gigs, that's usually there's no issues there unless there's someone in the higher ups trying to prevent you from actually becoming legitimate.
I should clarify that Hilder may believe that, but that is definitely not true. Basically, doing underground fighting in any position is usually the best way to prevent yourself from getting into legal fighting. As you know, Hilder has done underground fighting and has not been punished for it. He probably believes that, but he is one of a few who have sort of gotten away, mainly because there are a lot of dwarves in underground fighting, and it's probably most likely that some other dwarf just got hit with his description, and they just got some other guy instead and prevented them from going into legal fighting.
Well,
So Hilder probably would believe that they're going from underground to legal is very easy and like is doable.
Yeah,
But that
I
is
didn't
not
have
the
any
case
issues.
at all. Yeah.
he's like, yeah, no, it's no big deal. And then there's just like,
Yeah. People
Right.
taking care of stuff.
Poor
for
guy
you.
in prison under my name. Just a long list of offenses.
my name is Hilder, not Hilder.
Right. And to clarify, he would not have gotten this new permit without Panzan. He doesn't know that, and Panzan isn't going to tell him that. But there was some sort of tinkering in the backlog because they eventually did figure it out, and they sent in some paperwork, but it wasn't fast enough.
Because he expedited it.
Right.
So it didn't reach it. Okay.
Also, Panzan basically just said, I can vouch for him. The inquiry is...
Mhm.
You should squash that. Get rid of it.
Yeah. Like one noble can.
Right. Anyways, nobody knows that information.
Okay, yeah. So, Hilder, it seems like she'd be a great way to draw a crowd. I mean, she's definitely flamboyant.
That's a good descriptor.
I mean, if we could help her, I mean, she seems pretty tough. I think people would want to watch that. I mean, I would, but you know, it could help your career.
I mean,
Maybe if we asked her if she wanted help, that'd be the first thing to do. If you really want to help her, I think you should.
if
She
wants-
seems nice.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna catch up with Belle.
Before we have that conversation, is it fine if we take like a 5-ish minute break?
Yeah.
Just because I have hot food in front of me and I want to eat it.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Please enjoy.
Awesome.
That gives me a
Good.
chance to
You're
to
not
grab some
starving.
food
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Like last week, he's just like
Yeah.
his stomach is just disintegrating while he's in a
Aw.
lecture hall.
It's like
Yeah.
dinner time for you guys over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some noodles started. So
So
I'm gonna
let's
get some
do
peanut butter.
like 5-ish, 7-ish minutes of bathroom break, eating time, whatever
Yep.
you need to do.
Okay.
Roger Dodger over and out.
Right, Rooney.
3 5x5 feller.
Right.
I don't know about y'all, but I have a Twix bar waiting for me.
Scott,
Yeah.
I'm good.
No.
The internet.
Uh,
The internet sucks in this room. So it usually, like, when I have other things like my Excel sheet open and stuff, and like tabs open, it just
well, the Excel sheet doesn't connect to the internet, so that shouldn't be doing anything.
I know, yeah. That, I think it's just slowing down my computer in general.
Hardware based.
I don't fucking know. But the tabs, can try to close some.
Is it Google Chrome, and how many tabs is it?
It's Chrome, and now it's only 2. But again, the internet just sucks in this room, so if I'm doing well things on the internet, then it just cuts me out. But I'll be back.
yeah, well,
What's up?
Saw, dude. What's going on?
Saw it.
Oh, goodness. Got some ramen noodles. Yeah.
I'm enjoying a Twix bar with some San Pellegrino.
Wow. How sophisticated.
A real yin and yang situation going on.
Yeah.
God, do I love it. Do you guys like sparkling mineral water? Because I know I do. I'm honored, dude. I love it.
I'm not surprised.
It's an Italian thing, I swear.
Oh, Jeremy.
It's not, but
Never change.
I like to think that it is. You know why my water tastes like TV static?
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm surprised and a little bit glad that Belle didn't comment on Hilder's missing nipple. Because it's still kind of a sore spot for him, literally and figuratively.
It just seemed like she had more other things on her mind.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I look forward to beating her up again.
I might have to definitely bring that up now. Now that you reminded me.
The bawling ballerina. I'm proud of myself for that one.
What did I call her? I call her the Browning Bull. Just to fuck with her.
Such a jokester.
Oh, don't tell Margaret.
Chocolate. Did someone say chocolate?
Chocolate! I love chocolate!
I need to...
Tell Cheryl I stole a pack of Reds from her.
I need to make a character with that voice.
Oh, dude, your throat would go.
Oh, yeah,
so,
for
it'd
sure.
Be gone, like, within a session.
It would have to be someone who doesn't talk often.
I should DM a campaign where everyone is just like an old Boston woman.
I'm so
in like
down.
their 70s.
I am so okay with that.
I just came back to that. Okay.
Combat. Did someone say combat?
I'll give him Boadic inspiration. Oh, where's my flute?
I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Give me a second. My nephew, he played with my guitar. I don't... Hold on.
Or as Hilder would say, the guitar.
Oh.
Everyone is just like 70-year-old like shrimp and boat captains. Well, gonna get your shrimp now. I'm gonna cast me a magic missile.
So, when are you gonna change your name to the Bawling Ballerina, Jen?
Fuck you.
What about the Browning Bull?
No. I mean, probably next week.
Yeah. Just giving you fuel for your names in the subsequent weeks.
Oh yeah, no, that's good stuff.
Is Liam here? Is Liam here right now?
He's muted.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Really, Soren's really,
What?
interested.
Oh, we are supposed to keep the lewd down for
Yeah.
Ryan.
No lewd, please.
I will try.
I mean, I don't mind like little jokes, but yeah.
I will.
Bella's probably not in the right state of mind for that stuff, actually. Okay. anything, she'll just beat you up.
What if that's my goal?
The one will be satisfied, I guess.
Death can always be a.
Hey! It's the
Hello.
best DM we've ever had.
Ah, so good. I'm not afraid to kill a character.
Yep,
Yeah.
no.
No, that's good.
Mm-mm. Say, Rye, have you ever had
No.
San Pellegrino? It's delicious.
I really don't like it.
Okay.
Shit, you're gonna die.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck you, Jeremy.
I am not a big sparkling water person, nor am I a big mineral water person. So
Yeah,
if the two of them come together, it is something that I really don't like.
Well, yeah, it's kind of how it goes. Is you either love sparkling water or you hate it.
I like Beppis.
Yeah. Beppis can be good.
No,
Beppis is usually not my go-to, but Beppis can be consumed.
I got vanilla Coke, and it's really good.
What about Bopa Bola?
Bopa Bola, I can drink. Usually I get tired of Bopa Bola after I have it, a few times in a week. I'm like, I can't drink any more Bopa Bola. But
What about Biera Bist or Bright?
those are two that you can literally have whenever and as much of.
Agreed.
They're the safe sort of fallback sodas.
So, Squirt, yeah or nay?
Yeah.
Sorry, Squirt. You mean Bert?
Bert.
What about Banta?
man.
Yeah, I can't drink too much of it, otherwise I just feel
Orange Banta's my favorite.
Strawberry Banta.
I love the grape.
Bool-Aid.
I'm sure
Purple
Scott
Brink.
is here, just wondering what's going on. Because you've been here the entire time.
Yeah, I know what's going on.
Right.
Oh, yeah. He's been here.
I
Hello?
guess I'm just projecting myself onto Scott. Hello.
That's fair.
What's happening?
Everything.
What's happening, Captain? We're just talking about Boff Brinks.
About
Right.
what?
Yeah.
So probably best to just start up again.
Yeah.
So last we left off, Hewler was about to talk to Belle. Just
Yeah.
caught up to her.
Everything all right?
Why are you following me? Don't worry about it.
I'm not following you. I was trying to have a conversation.
Uh,
We were talking about a potential upcoming fight that I might be getting myself into when we were interrupted.
Yeah. I want that fight. I gotta beat you. I know I will. I have
Well,
a little hiccup in that.
well, as long as I'm around, I don't turn down a fight, so. In the meantime, though, there's some goblins that need some attending to.
What? I'm not a doctor.
No,
It's not quite what I meant.
I mean, take them out. Like,
Well, there's
are you fighting them?
there's some that need to be fought.
Is it like, the little fighting troops?
Uh,
Like the
not
little
quite.
ones in the little leotards?
These are more hoodlums.
Oh.
What is your definition of fighting?
Well, like, when you draw a crowd, you gotta wear a costume and, really rev people up. It's good business,
No, we mean like fighting in the sense of kind of like smack the hilt of I smack my sword. This sense.
Yeah? Out of the room.
Yes.
Yeah, on the low.
Oh.
Mercenary work, some would call it.
Oh.
Peacekeeping others.
Something to keep keep yourself busy, get some funds in between bouts.
Yeah, I'm pretty low on money. Alright, yeah, I guess can't fucking do anything else right now. I guess. It's just you guys?
Well, we have another friend back at the inn. He has most of the information involved. I was going to pick up my paperwork, and then we were going to go back there and sort of regroup and go over our options and figure out where we want to go next.
Yeah, just, less words, just tell you what to do, and I'll fight.
Follow me.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
And I suppose we'll start heading back to the inn.
Okay.
Scott, what are you doing?
Yeah, in the meantime, what has Oswaldo been up to?
I think he's just been probably people watching, and enjoying a cigar, and the port.
Yeah. So, I assume you went to the same one with Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
Bernard's going to see you. He's going to sort of smile. And probably as you were getting out your own cigar, he probably would have just offered you one on the house.
Fantastic.
And he probably also would have invited you to sort of sit over on the bar stools right in front of the bar, if you so wanted to.
Yeah, no, that sounds nice.
Thanks again for what you did for Toot. Well, I don't really care that you did it for Toot. I care that sort of got him off my back. He was really becoming a pain.
Well, the work was easy, and the pay was okay.
Yeah.
Plus, the potential for future work is always welcome.
Right. Well, if you ever want to come in here and just let me know if you have a request for him, or if you want me to inquire about a request for him, or for possible work for you, just let me know. I'd be happy to, because it seems, well, when you do good work for him, he's less overbearing on me. Less customers are weirded out by his odd sobbing and whatever else he does.
Understandable. Yeah, I will definitely keep that in mind. And thank you.
Of course. I really do appreciate it. And he kind of pulls back away. He kind of leaned in close so that other patrons wouldn't sort of overhear what he was saying to you.
Right.
And he kind of went back to cleaning, dishes, as well as sort of mugs. And then at one point, he kind of goes back, and you hear grinding and clanking.
Okay. Making crackers.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Is there anybody in the tavern interesting that I haven't seen before?
There are a few people that you haven't seen, but for the most part, the people who come in here all kind of look a little interesting. Usually it's prominent scars on their body, a few sort of with odd colored hair. Probably most to you is there's a gnome sort of sitting at a table by himself. and has 4 or 5 empty glasses near him, and a few beers that he still hasn't had. And he's just wearing, a top hat, monocle, and just swimming trunks.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot to drink in. I think Oswaldo's probably gonna just sort of casually watch him, see what he does.
Right. He keeps pulling out like Ritz crackers from his. You know how swimming trunks often have like the really like loose, sort of like Velcro-y pockets
Those
on the like
messy mesh
side.
ones.
Right.
Yeah.
He just keeps like reaching his hand in and pulling out more Ritz crackers and then like eating them. And occasionally he'll just take one, break it in half, and throw half of it into one of the beers that he hasn't had yet. And then he'll just eat the other half.
Really odd.
And a little bit more time passes, and he finishes drinking one of these glasses that had just like floating crumbs, floating soggy cracker crumbs, kind of dissolved throughout it. And not everything, comes out with the beer. A lot of it's sort of just stuck, sort of on the bottom. It's like the dredges of the drink. And he kind of just slides that off to the side. And you see him kind of pull off his top hat, completely bald underneath. And he just looks around and puts it back on.
Oswaldo's probably gonna throw up a little bit in his mouth.
Okay.
And then look away at anything else.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much everything else in the room looks a lot nicer.
Jeez.
Do you look for any other interesting people?
No, that's okay. I think he's just gonna sort of look around and like see everything, but not really pay attention to it.
Right. So yeah, he kind of just looks around and keeps on watching. And is there anything he'd like to do before the party arrives in 4 minutes?
Probably order another glass of port.
Okay. Yeah, he does it, and this is the first time that you're kind of asked for money for it. The first 2 that you had were on the house.
Yeah, that's fine. He pays.
Okay. And that's only going to be a single copper.
Okie dokie.
You probably enjoy the look and the taste of it, especially knowing that it doesn't have just soggy, throw-up looking Ritz crumbs all inside of it.
Ugh.
That would be so gross,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
especially in port.
Right.
In any situation.
That's nasty. Okay, yeah.
Would you like your port with the usual Ritz throw up?
That's what ritzing really is.
Oh! It's just
Well,
throw
now
up
we have
port.
Now we have a true verb for it, so that's great.
That's not what ritzing is.
Ritzing
Sure.
isn't the act of
I mean, you say that, but in
using
my
a
head,
ritzitizer.
Could be slang, There's
Right,
like
no.
another layer to it. Sorry.
No.
Ryan.
Yeah, ritzing is the process of creating Ritz.
okay, I feel like at some point probably the curiosity would overwhelm him, and he'd go over and talk to that gnome.
Okay. So in the remaining sort of 2 minutes, I mean, obviously you don't know that. you go over and you kind of sit down across from the gnome. And he kind of just looks at you and says, hello.
I couldn't help but notice what you did with the Ritz in the ale. Is that like a regional thing, or?
Well, my father did it. I thought, it's just the mature thing to do. I haven't really noticed other people do it.
Yeah, no, that's fairly strange.
Well, I'm proud.
Yeah.
That I am my father's son.
Very unique.
And I will continue on his legacy. I never quite got it. However, I have found that, well, it makes me a lot less worried about the yeast and dregs that are normally left in the finishing few glasses of a bottle.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yes, well, I guess there is a reason that my father did it. And I guess it makes more sense once I think about it more, but...
I'd be interested to know if you don't mind sharing.
Yes, well, like I said, it kind of helps disguise the yeast and dregs that are left. If you just think that they're all sort of Ritz cracker bits that have kind of sunk to the bottom, well, you don't necessarily worry as much about what you're drinking at the end. You see, my father, he was very scared that someone would come and, well, steal his fortune. He was wealthy, and, well, one of the things that he feared the most was that one of us would poison him. I don't know why he would think that. None of us poisoned him. He died of natural causes, I think.
I didn't poison him at all.
I did not poison him.
Allegedly.
Anyways, he also loved us, as well as, he did think that one of us would poison him, but he thought that even if he knew that one of us did poison him, or was going to poison him, he would still love us. And so I think part of that, maybe he thought that there would be something in the bottom of his drink one day that might be poison, and he didn't want to know when he was going. So I think he just did that as a way to kind of just make sure that he didn't know or be anxious or paranoid. I don't entirely know.
It's very sad in a strange way.
Yes, well, I loved my father greatly. He was a wonderful man. He was just very... he had some interesting fears, and no one poisoned him.
Right.
Allegedly.
Of course not.
No poisoning whatsoever.
Do you often drink so heavily all alone?
Well, I kind of I drink with my father. You're actually sitting right next to him, and he kind of waves at the seat right next to you. He says, "Well, at least I think, he wasn't poisoned, so his spirit's probably out there." And I'd like to think that I'm drinking for him and me.
That's okay. That's nice. Very nice of you to honor his memory.
Yes. It's very sad that he died. About 30 years before most gnomes die of natural causes.
But not of poison.
But the coroner said that he wasn't poisoned. And it's so wonderfully convenient that we are a family of doctors.
Oh, of course.
My brother was the coroner. It was awful for him.
I imagine.
Uh,
He had to dissect my father. I'm sure it was awful.
Oh no.
What line of work did your father do?
Oh, he was a fisherman.
Interesting.
Right. He was a wonderful role model for all of us doctors.
He must have been very proud of his children then, to all be
Yes.
doctors.
Yes. We were all first in our family to become doctors.
what?
That makes actually like the first doctors in the family line.
Ah,
Yeah, first generation.
my bad.
My father and his father and his father, they were all fishermen.
Did none of you take on the family business?
Oh no. He kind of just into random nobles' houses and fished out their koi and then sold them.
Oh,
And we would, perform surgery on the koi just in case. So I guess in a sense, we did keep the family business going for at least a little bit. The survival rate for the koi was much higher
right.
once we kind of learned, how to treat animals and everything. And then some of us became animal doctors, the others became human doctors and state coroners.
I know. I'm very sorry. Where are my manners? My name is Oswaldo. I didn't catch yours.
My name is Asshole.
What? Wait.
Right.
What?
What is your family name?
Omega, if you could clip that, that'd be great.
It's Gardner.
Gardner. Okay.
S-hole. Gardner.
S hole.
Right.
There is silent.
No, it's pronounced. So I don't know if you're much of a linguist, but the way that sort of Gnomish translates, it's a traditional Gnomish name. The way that it translates over to Common, there's a little bit of a discrepancy. It's so it's kind of pronounced like an EH, like an S hole.
I see. Yeah, I'm not well versed in Gnomish.
Well, I just took a course or two when I was trying to become a animal doctor.
Isn't he a gnome?
Yeah.
Damn, he is.
Is this just like? Does he look like Brandon McArsonist? Because that's totally an asshole.
He does not.
What?
I'm sorry. Another reference to the game.
I'm just confused all
We'll
around
make
now.
our own memes. It's okay, Jeremy.
You are.
No.
Alright.
Oh, you're. Oh no, I'm confused about the whole straight up NPC called asshole.
Ryan
It's
played a
asshole.
character in my campaign called Dick Ass Titty Fuck McGee.
Yeah.
I thought it was
That
a.
never came to fruition.
I thought it was a nice, like callback to Cry's short-lived character of Asshole McButt.
Remember when
Wow.
she jumped on a werewolf from the top of a building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Legend of Asshole McButt,
She goes,
werewolf jumper.
He was quite the
Yeah.
character.
"Can I stab Fishy?"
Like literally, the first thing she did in the game was stab Liam.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's understandable.
She stabbed me, and then a werewolf came around, and she climbed off and jumped on it.
Okay. Can we?
How does
play-
it feel to know that you got stabbed by someone named Asshole McButt?
Pretty good, I'd assume.
Yeah, I would be proud of that.
Anyways,
Probably going on my
Uh,
resume.
all right. And he kind of probably notices you kind of looking at his outfit, and he says, just to get ahead of the question. I've heard it a lot, so you don't need to worry. But I mostly deal with aquatic animals, so
Right.
you never know when you have to be ready.
I wasn't actually gonna ask. You do you. Wear what you're comfortable.
Right. Well, it's sometimes you get a message while you're in the middle of something, and you got to be ready.
Right. Of course. Yes. Well, I will leave you to drink with your father. It was very nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Oswaldo.
Yep.
Yes, very good. I will remember that name. It seems like you know the bartender here quite well.
Yeah, we've done business.
That's if you like this place enough to come back enough, I trust your tastes. I may come back here as well.
Yes, I'm sure Bernard will appreciate the patronage.
Bernard is his name. Yes. I'm sure he will as well.
Well, you have a lovely evening.
And you too. And sort of as you say that, probably someone from the party pokes their head in to the end.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not the end, the bar.
Yeah.
Kind of wave Oswaldo to like come on over.
Yeah.
He does so.
Oh, dude. Are you talking to that dude that killed his father? I heard about him.
Did you?
Yeah, he seems like a real asshole.
Oh my.
Anyway, we got a new friend.
I was hoping to get a drink. Why are you blocking the way?
Step out of the way.
Yeah, I'll sit down and put a gold piece down on the counter.
Oh my goodness. I'm a huge fan.
What?
You're Belle the Fighter, right?
Yeah, I'm the Brawling Belle. I'd start flexing.
You heard of her?
Big fan.
You want an autograph? I
Please.
got posters.
Oh, that would be amazing.
You just
I
have
feel
those
it's
on
a
you?
very Gilderoy Lockhart moment. Yeah, I rummaged through my bag. I have a few posters of fights that they may just be generic pictures actually. Yeah,
That's-
I pull one out and I don't sign a name. I just doodle a really shitty bell. Just a blob. It looks like something Liam would draw, and I hand it to him.
Damn.
And I
Okay.
grin.
Fucking
I will-
burn.
I will
Okay.
cherish this always. Thank you.
Not all his orders.
I wink.
Did you have any the ones of Healer beating your ass?
That fight with Hilder was bullshit.
Wasn't it? I swear, he was cheating. Something was rigged.
Yeah,
You know how
My
the
heel
government
it
is.
definitely seemed off.
Mm.
Healer wouldn't cheat. Look at him.
Yeah, look at him. He's a dwarf.
Yeah, the dude's missing a nip. How can you cheat like that?
For the first time, hearing that, I looked down at him again, squinting real hard. How did that happen?
Took a couple of arrows. No, I mean, it's a shame, but I mean, it happens.
No shit.
Took a couple arrows and shrugged him off. I saw him.
All right.
Didn't even bother him.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'll give you a point for that one. I'm impressed. Oh yeah, I need a drink. a lot of drinks. A
No,
lot.
please let me get your first round.
Oh. Thanks.
And Bernard sees you walking over, and he's like, Oswaldo, I thought you were heading out. But
Well,
I'm
my
glad to have you in here for a little bit longer.
yes. Well, my friends arrived, so
Ah, yes.
Friends?
There they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got something strong?
Yes, I
can
do.
really use it.
Are you looking for, alcohol percentage to sort of coinage ratio?
Just get me good and blasted.
Okay. And he says, that'll, yes, I think I can do that. And he kind of turns around and opens a few cabinets and starts pulling a few sort of larger bottles full of spirits and other sort of concoctions, and he sort of starts pouring them into a glass, with sort of different mixtures. Some spirits have more parts than others, and the glass is somewhat tall. And finally, he takes just like a really misformed spoon, and he starts to mix it together. And he kind of sets it down. And the drink is probably about a foot tall.
Holy.
And it's the size, it's the diameter of a normal glass. And he says, that'll be 2 copper. It's what I've sort of nicknamed the explosive.
Explosive too.
yeah. Down. Yeah. Oswaldo puts down the 2 copper.
Make a performance check.
Oh no!
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll
You put
Maybe
down the 2
like-
coins,
maybe
and
like
he kind
flick
of
some.
takes them.
I'm so sorry.
He takes the 2 coins and he kind of puts
It'll
them
be a
into his what?
It'd be a 5 if you did.
Isn't that what you rolled last time?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he rolled a 6, but he had a -1.
Right, and that's the same this time around.
Okay.
God.
I have proficiency in performance.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I'm
anyways.
not really a showy character,
Right.
so
Yeah, not
You
a
don't
showy
do
character.
that. You don't do that. You just give him the 2 coins.
okay.
And he kind of takes them and thanks you, and slides the drink over to Bell, and he says, "With this one, I do have to recommend that you eat something alongside of it."
Oh, yeah, she's already chugging as he's talking. Just one
And he's
long.
kind of like,
just drink.
it may taste decent for how much alcohol is in there, but I guarantee you that I haven't seen anyone drink that and not end up having a really bad night much later on. You should eat something.
Ryan, are you gonna give Belle diarrhea again?
No.
This has happened before, but it was well water.
I'll order a thing of Ritz for everyone.
Tail.
Round of
Yeah.
round of Ritz,
yeah.
Bernard.
Uh,
Into the glory hole, holding her hand.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
God, I forgot about that.
I did.
Yeah, so you put forward, a copper coin, and he's, Ritz, would you like them cheesitized?
Just normal Ritz.
Very well. And he kind of goes back and he says, I prepared something just a little bit ago, so I have them ready to go.
Oh,
And he brings out a plate of almost, completely freshly Ritzitized crackers.
I'll nosh on one and then pull Cat out. Start feeding her.
Okay.
Wait, are you like next to me with that thing?
The rat?
The rat?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sitting at the bar. I'm assuming we're all just in a line.
Okay.
Right.
Probably be
well-
sitting next to Hilder, and I guess you'd be on the other side of him.
Yeah, after I like down my drink and slam it down, I glare at the vermin that you just pulled out on a table where people eat and drink. What the fuck are you doing?
Feeding my rat.
Oh, is this place infested?
No, it's my pet.
Ugh. What? Why?
I'm sorry. Do you have a problem with my rat?
Well, they're vermin. You don't, like, pull them out at the table? That's gross. That's
Well,
disgusting.
I don't go carrying a giant ass bell around, but you don't see me complaining.
That has nothing to do with this at all.
Look, I assure you that my pet is perfectly clean, and I already have permission from Mr. Bernard here.
Yeah, you don't have my permission.
I'm gonna quietly grab my drink and
I
slip
don't.
off my stool and go find a table.
I don't need your permission.
I'm gonna sit next
Thank you.
to Belle.
Yeah,
Bernard
Oswaldo is also
kind of-
probably sitting next to Bill.
Oh, how many people are sitting next to me?
Just everyone just like crowding.
Yeah, I hop in
Yeah.
Belle's lap.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
oh, I'm not
I'm-
doing that again. I'm not allowed.
I'm heated.
No lewd, please.
I would like to mention that Bernard kind of followed Hilder over to, quote unquote, clear a table. He kind of just, polishes the same spot on the table as he waits for everything to blow over.
Just like one, this is like a piece of wood, and he's just rubbing like the stain off of it almost.
Yeah, he's like just going after like a really small stain
Wait,
that
Yeah.
has probably been there forever.
isn't he the bartender? How am I supposed to get more drinks?
You could call him over.
Hey, I need another
Waiter!
Of
Waiter.
course, I'll be right there.
White
There's I'm just getting this table ready for a patron. And he kind of shoots Hilder a look, and he kind of leaves his rag there, and heads back over to behind the bar.
I promise it's a very nice and clean rat.
Yeah, just keep that thing away from me.
You sure? She loves pets.
Ugh.
I like hold it at her, smiling. You sure you don't want to pet it?
No, if I touch it, I'm going to crush it in my hand. Put it away.
Please don't.
Put it away.
I refuse.
Oh, yeah?
He
I do.
Bernard pours a glass of a very light beer, and puts it in front of Belle. It says,
Very light.
"Here you go. This is one of my favorites."
Yeah, just glare and knock it down.
This drink is excellent.
Dang.
I'll have another.
Yeah.
You still not gonna put that rat away?
Bernard, do you have a problem with my rat?
You established that it was a pet rat. I have no problems with it, but if it becomes a problem with other patrons, that becomes a different story.
It's this naked, gross, furry thing shitting all over the bar. Put it away.
It has not.
It's gross.
Hey,
Is
I
it
haven't
going
shit
to?
anywhere.
You have a diaper on?
No. Perfectly trained. There's a snake over there, and you care about my rat.
There's a what?
And a dog and a
Lila.
beaver.
Yeah.
Oh!
Well,
I hate
like,
animals.
slithers out of my.
Ugh.
Snake hasn't the fat boy or the flamey boy just been around your neck this whole
Fat
time?
boy.
I thought it was jewelry.
Yeah,
No, that's the straight up snake.
his head pokes up. Yeah, I mean, I love him.
Norbert wears armor, so he's practically a person.
Yeah, I
That's-
probably assumed he was just a really furry halfling.
A really, yeah.
It's a baby halfling wearing armor.
With armor. As
Aw.
well as just carrying that around like no big deal.
He's
Yeah.
my child.
You hate all animals?
I don't really care for them. Not like where I'm eating and drinking.
Well, I mean,
They're
there's
okay outside, away
There's a
from
dog
me.
like right there.
Yeah, it's
The
also
dog
not
would
on
probably
the table.
not be in the bar.
This rat is not on the table. It's in my hand.
Mm. Okay, taking deep breaths. Okay, just let me drink. I'll try to not look at the rat. Just keep it away from me.
I'm gonna go sit next to Healder.
That's probably for the best.
Bernard's probably gonna walk back over and kind of grab his rag and then start just going back to cleaning glasses.
Yeah, slow sip, just like.
Is that between
Is Isla still sitting next to me?
Isla? Yes.
Isla. Is she gonna say anything, or I'm just kind of drinking and glaring around.
You seem to be a woman of a strong will there, Belle.
Such an anchor.
Yeah, of course, naturally. You some kind of, working girl or something? You're barking up the wrong tree right now.
No. I'm just interested in being friends.
Yeah? You fighter too? I mean, no offense, but you look a little scrawny there.
In my own way. Had about 3 abusive husbands now. I don't anymore.
I kind of raise an eyebrow. I'm a little interested. Yeah?
Yeah. Ain't nothing like good strong will in a woman. Keeps her steady.
Yeah?
Just hear an amen from my table.
Now,
So, ex-husbands.
yeah, you could say.
I'm working on getting an ex right now.
You want a little advice?
Sure.
Well, next time you serve him tea, just, that'll be it. Just in the night. That's all it takes.
Just go to his work and plant some crack in his desk.
Yeah.
Well, he's a noble. He gets his own tea. The last time he asked me to fetch him tea, I smashed all of his things. And then we went to counseling.
I think I'm a little bit more subtle than that.
Yeah,
What a loving wife.
I like
not
that.
good. I'm not good at subtlety. That's actually his thing. We're we're not compatible. It's over.
Then, maybe if I'm good at being subtly strong and you're good at being very brazenly strong, obviously, we could make a good duo.
Yeah. I think I'm following you. You sure you're not a working girl?
And,
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I like clap her on the back. Maybe a little too hard. I don't know my own strength sometimes.
okay.
If you're talking about what I think you are, I can't, he's got to live, right? I got kids, and for some reason they like their daddy, so he's got to
Wonder
live.
why.
Well, I never said nothing that would insinuate that you should kill him. Just,
yeah.
What
You
you
know.
just did.
When?
Mhm.
Do you
Just
have
now,
proof?
You never. But
Proof?
no one brought up killing, but you.
When? When did I bring up killing? Sounds like you're projecting.
Is Soren just like
You said subtly, right?
Yelling.
Oh, I don't. Definitely.
That's okay.
I mean,
Belle is loud. She doesn't
Bell
usually-
definitely did say that he needs to live.
Yeah.
Well, you work it out in your own way. I'm not here trying to tell nobody how to live their life.
I mean, advice from someone that may understand my situation. That's fine. A little
Right.
different issue for me. It's a lot of paperwork, and he's an asshole. He's blocking me from doing what I want to do.
See, I didn't want to never go through any of that.
Yeah, well, you have an accident, you get married. Just how it goes.
Oh, so you went through one of them blah blah blah.
Oh.
That's what
shotgun
they're
weddings?
called in this world. Is shot blah blah blah.
Yep, shotgun weddings.
No, it's not a shotgun wedding. It's a shot.
Shotgun.
Blah.
Blah, blah.
Okay.
Get it right.
Chacarone,
Fuck.
macaron, chacarone,
One
macaron.
of, I guess, yeah. He's a noble, so knock someone up. He was told he's got to be a gentleman about it.
Well, that ain't very gentlemanly in the first place.
I wasn't very gentlemanly either.
Well, you don't need to be.
Seem like all nobles are bad in this.
Yeah, fuck
Area.
nobles. Bernard was a good noble. It's just
Yeah.
sad. And lost. And soy boy.
Except he knew one that was a dick, aka his father.
Yeah, he didn't like him though.
Soren too.
Yeah. Belle orders another drink.
Yeah. It's
You
gonna
give her,
be another
like-
one of the really light ones.
Hey, these taste like really weak piss. You give me something better, something with some. I want to chew on it,
Oh, I do have a patron who puts Ritz in his drink. Is
I
that?
don't want. Nah, no.
Oh,
You know what? Never mind. Just the piss is fine.
right.
How do you
I'm
know
not
what
paying-
weak piss tastes like?
It isn't
I-
piss.
You know what? Things happen.
The piss
I
is
I do have to legally say that this is not piss.
Yeah, whatever. I don't
Legally.
care what it. I'm not saying anything legally. I don't care. It's piss.
It's the piss
I'm drinking it.
defamation laws.
I'm not even. I'm not paying for it. It's fine. It's
I-
free. I kind of wave back towards Oswaldo. Wait, oh, he's sitting by me
Mm-hmm.
with his little furry halfling in his lap.
Yeah.
I make
Baby.
eye contact with Oswaldo.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any sort of acknowledgement?
He nods.
Okay. I kind of nod back. Bernard nods back. And
I hear that.
he goes and grabs 2 glasses and fills them to the top both with a light ale and kind of slides them over.
Oh. Yeah, I drink it down. That's a little better.
Did I hear her call Norbert a half or whatever a halfling? Is that what she said?
It's more of like something she's observed and assumed. She hasn't
Okay.
actually said it out loud. Maybe you'll learn about later.
Okay.
Just kind of drinking now and looking around.
Okay. Does anybody want to do anything other than
Oh,
sort of drink?
Oh. I was gonna slap a firm hand on Hjolder's shoulder and say, "Hey Bernard,
Shoulder.
Yes.
we'll take 2 of the what you call it, explodo whatever's."
The explosives. And you all have been eating the Ritz crackers, right?
Yeah, sure.
Belle hasn't.
Oh,
I have.
okay.
I don't think
And,
I would
Scarfing Ritz crackers.
just nonstop.
Yeah.
Just like, you look like a walking woman. Oh.
Yeah. Strong woman.
Cramming them down her snake's throat.
We're both eating it.
Get ritzed, bitch.
So he pulls out 2 large glasses and pulls out, about 7 different bottles, large bottles. And he starts mixing together the drink and finishes it off with sort of the stirring spoon, which is still deformed. And he kind of carefully brings over the 2 tall glasses to your table. And did you put out 4 copper?
Sure did.
Yeah. So he takes that and he kind of nods at both of you.
Belle, did you slam this thing when you got it?
What? Slam what?
No, I mean, or did like from earlier? Did Belle like just pound that drink?
Yeah,
She did. How fast?
that's my ability.
Like just real.
Oh,
like...
you trying to out drink me here?
I mean, depends on how fast you drink it. Soren is just a. I mean,
I
Soren's
drink
pretty
it
young.
like water. I
Oh,
just
man.
kept going.
I mean, I
No
don't have
humans
anything
can
to
out-drink
prove. I'm
me.
just drinking it like a normal person.
Right. So you're sipping on it.
I'm
Yeah,
always
I
trying to
mean-
prove something.
Alcohol should be enjoyed, you know?
Oh,
Right.
I'm enjoying it.
I mean, if it's called an exploder, and the spoon that he stirs it with is
You don't think I can
deformed.
explode, bro? I can fucking
Look,
explode,
all
bro.
I'm saying, Manias,
You
is
can
that
explode.
whatever's in here is not to be enjoyed. It's meant to be,
Yeah, but you're not a
I
dwarf.
can tell you that it tastes pretty decent for what it is.
Oh. Alright. I'll drink it as fast as I can.
Okay.
I doubt it's as fast as Belle, though.
Yeah, you're damn right.
I'm a very young girl.
So am I. Only 28.
How? You're what?
28.
I'm 17.
Oh. Oh. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
This is out of character. Belle
Yeah,
doesn't give a
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm definitely not versed in drinking as much.
I mean, I'm young for a dwarf.
Although with my bringing up, I'm sure I definitely had plenty to drink.
I mean, Belle assumes that Hilder is old because he's got a beard. He's bald.
What?
Bald?
It's probably extra.
Got a perfectly fine little
Oh, he's got
orange
hair,
patch.
right? Yeah, it's a little tiny little bit of hair.
It's
That's
tough.
fine.
It's stylized.
Yeah, it's like he's losing hair
This
in
is,
really weird patterns.
He's not losing it.
Wendell.
He shaves it.
So it probably takes you an extra, 7 or 8 seconds to down the whole thing.
Yeah.
And things continue, and about 30 minutes after Belle, consumed the whole thing, she feels something. Why don't you go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw?
Oh,
You know it. It's gonna be explosive diarrhea. Ooh, that's not.
Well, I ate with
That's a
mine.
10.
Honey.
Your left eye kind of starts to drift a bit.
It's fucking
and-
moonshine.
And it's your vision in your left eye is a lot worse than it is in your right.
Like bad shine.
And sort of probably after like a minute or two, Bernard's gonna notice it. Let's be like, oh, you didn't eat enough, did you?
I don't
Oh.
fucking like crackers. What the hell's happening?
Didn't have to order crackers.
Well, the first things first, you will be fine. but it may be difficult to find your way back home.
I better be fucking fine. I'll sue your ass.
Right. No, I promise that you will be fine. But yeah, it may be a little unpleasant as I mentioned before.
I
Can I,
don't remember that.
Can
I didn't get
uh,
this in writing. Everything's gotta be in writing.
in writing? Is it? I guess. With this world.
You definitely didn't get anything in writing.
No.
That's true.
That's a lawsuit, dude. You could sue, no problem.
I know people.
So I'm sure you do. You may want
Don't
to
worry.
sit on something a little more sturdy. I'd say probably 10 minutes until the right eye also follows the left, if you understand what I'm saying.
I get up. I don't have to take this shit, and I just start trying to leave.
She try.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'd say that trying to walk forward, you're always about 45 degrees off.
Oh.
Belle?
Fuck off. I'm fine.
It doesn't look like it. I know you're a strong girl, but do you want maybe come sit with us? I'll put Cat away.
So you said my eyes are blurry? Like I'm having trouble seeing?
Your left eye is blurry and it's kind of getting away from your right eye.
Just like this shit's it's just going.
I'm just.
It's got places to be that you're not.
Yeah, I try to wander over to their table.
I'll try. I'll assist her. Like if she starts to have a lot of trouble,
I imagine I'm like
give her my seat.
flailing out with my arms a little bit. I probably. I didn't pick up my bell.
No, that's
get it.
probably still sort of under the bar where you're kind of sitting.
Yeah.
And Bernard's gonna kind of call out and say, I promise that you will be fine, and the experience can be enjoyable. You should probably be safe during it. I know a lot of people like to go to parks after.
What?
It's quite safe. The grass, when you fall on it, hurts a lot less. You can just kind of roll around and people will think you're less weird.
Will they? Will they though?
Really?
And it's definitely a lot more acceptable if you do that in a park than if you do it on the sidewalk or the streets.
Yeah. Grab her hand, like put an arm under the shoulder and sit her down on my chair.
Yeah, I kind of try to slap you away a little bit, but it's not really.
Can't really see me.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I'll just sit her down next to Hilda and then grab her bell and put it on her lap.
You should notice that the bell is very heavy.
Oh,
I mean, you can obviously carry it, but
I'm a big, strong girl.
You're probably quite impressed as to how hefty this thing is.
It's technically a two-handed weapon, so yeah, it's pretty
Holy
heavy.
shit. Yeah. I'll set it down, I guess.
Good.
Next to her, then. Don't want to just plop this heavy-ass bell on her lap.
Yeah.
Oswaldo.
Mm-hmm.
Geeshtuk gave you the written information on all the different sort of places around here that we're interested in, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think that we might as well start planning our next move, since we're all here together now.
Should we wait until Belle is coherent?
We fighting goblins? I can fight. I can fight goblins. Where's my bell?
She's not usually the planning type anyways.
Right.
I'm also. I mean, I just drank one of these things. How fucked am I?
You also ate,
Uh,
right?
Right.
I didn't eat
Uh,
anything.
You don't feel anything right now. Actually, you're kind of surprised. After drinking this whole thing, you feel a tiny bit of a buzz, but not really much. Um,
Damn.
so you're fine.
Damn, son. Okay. Well, we did just get some extra muscle.
Damn right you did.
Mm-hmm. So, I guess our more talky guy, or our more diplomatically inclined friend is not available. So I guess a plan of action where violence
Violence?
is the answer.
Did someone say
Seems
violence?
It seems pretty favorable, if I'm being completely honest.
Attacking something.
Oh, you want me
What do you
attacked right now?
No.
Where's the goblin?
No. We'll get him. We'll get him later. I promise.
I'm gonna. You said you set the bell down on the floor, right?
Yeah, it's like right next to her chair.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up and kind of move it a little bit closer to me and farther from her.
Yeah.
You don't
so,
like flip it over, right?
What? Oh no, I just pick it up by the handle and set it back down next to me.
Okay.
Yeah, so he doesn't make a loud ass clang clatter.
It makes noise, yeah. It's still.
Oh, I'm sure. I'd hope it does. Then it's not a bell.
It's a very, very specially made bell, but it does still make bell like gongy noises.
So I suggest we go after Galarth, since seems like no one really likes that dude.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
What bell said?
I will look expectantly at Isla and Oswaldo.
Yeah, same.
All right.
All right.
Oswaldo,
It's certainly a plan.
do you have other ideas?
It's one of our options.
Okay. Well, if you don't have any problems with it, then I guess we should probably maybe we'll call Gishtuk tomorrow and get a little more information on him.
Okay.
Find a hot guy. We can't.
It's
What?
sorry. I'm sorry. It's
Um,
another.
Find a hot guy
We
and kill him.
kill him.
Okay.
I'm not drunk.
That is doubtful. Bell.
Yeah.
Doubtful. You no. You're definitely not. Are you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just having fun.
Oh yeah. That's what this is about. All right. Let's fucking do it, yo.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow when we all wake up. Maybe we should get Belle to a like a. Yeah, are you staying anywhere, Belle?
I just got here. I got
Oh,
Before Soren can respond, I need a Constitution saving throw.
I had food though. All right. Con save, just flat con.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a nat 20 plus 1.
Ooh.
Yep. You feel very good.
Hell yeah.
You feel like the amount that you drank was literally the perfect amount to get you to the perfect drunk where you feel amazing and you do not feel like later that night you'll be throwing up your insides.
Good. I'll scoot closer to Healder.
Remember, kids, when you're impaired mentally, you can't give
Consent.
effective consent.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
get
bet.
up and I'm gonna pick up Belle's bell, and then I'm gonna kind of grasp her forearm and pull her up to her feet.
As you're pulling her up to her feet, make a Constitution saving throw.
Really?
Okay.
Wait,
I
killed her?
haven't finished my.
Oh, he
thing.
had one. Oh,
Right,
I don't know
right.
if he finished it.
Yeah, no. Still roll.
Okay. Sweet.
Saving throw or just a check?
Saving throw.
Okay. That will be 17.
Yep, you're fine. You feel good. Probably not as good as Soren because you didn't finish the whole thing. But you feel in a position where basically you feel good and you still feel fully in control of your actions.
All right. Well, I'm a dwarf, so I doubt that she'll be able to lean on my shoulder very well. But
Yeah, I'm 6 foot tall.
Oh, are we
I
getting
will-
touchy?
Well, I'm kind of helping her walk. I'm going to respectfully wrap my arm around her waist to keep her steady, and
Right.
Her muscly,
start
ripped
leading
ass
her towards the door before she drinks anything else.
Okay.
And take her over to the inn where I'm going to pay for her room and then deposit her in her room.
Okay.
Presuming that nobody else wants to really do anything and she doesn't fight me.
Right.
I'll take Ayla by the arm and like interlock my arm through hers and be like, "All right, hun, let's get some C's.
Well,
We got a big day tomorrow."
Isla's gonna slowly unlock her arms from Thorin's and say,
What are you doing?
"You're drunk.
What?
Yeah, and you need to go
You
get."
can't just decide that.
What can I do in this situation?
Let's go to bed. I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah,
Honest-
you can go to sleep by yourself
Yeah.
in a
just-
bed alone with just you in it and nothing.
That's entirely what I was gonna do. I just thought you wanted to walk back with me.
We can. Just not very touchy. You know, it's nothing personal.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Thought you might not.
Oswaldo?
Mhm.
Hi.
Hello.
Are you gonna go to bed too?
Yes.
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Go. Let's go sleep.
Roll
Oh,
for
that's
hot
what it
tub.
is.
Omega
It's
says.
sleep.
Uh,
It's sleep
Oh
time.
my god.
What?
The
I didn't hear what you
hot
said.
Bernard is going to say, you two can go on ahead. I need to talk shop with Oswaldo. There's the bill that we have to take care of as well.
Oh,
I don't know if you heard me, but when I came in, I set down a gold piece on the counter.
I did not hear you.
no, he did though.
He probably would have given you your gold piece back, and just sort of said, "You still have plenty from the last time."
Yeah.
What like rubbing my face. What I owe you?
I think a full night's sleep. You go work on paying him off.
Right. Yes. Get a good rest. And be prepared. And he kind of looks to the left and up a bit. Oh, I'd say 25 minutes from now.
Huh?
You'll know. Just be lying down for that.
Okay. I'm going to bed.
Probably for the best. Make sure to sleep on your side.
Okay.
Your left side, that is.
Okay. All right, Bernard. I'll see you tomorrow or whatever. I don't. We come here a lot.
Right. Yes. I will see you.
Okay. Bye. Love you.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
As I like walk out the door, I'll stick my head back in. Say it back.
The bar loves you too.
All right. Good enough.
That's adorable. Oh.
And Bernard kind of turns to Oswaldo. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Really, makes you think. Why don't they put in age limits for drinking? Really, really a bad decision on government's part. Don't tell anyone I said that.
I imagine that would, cut into your profits a bit.
I'm assuming I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. And
Definitely
he kind of
not.
looks around. He's like, I think that she's probably the first person under, I'd say 20 to come in here for a bit. We have people a lot more like who you were talking to before.
Kind of odd one.
Interesting characters.
Right.
Anyways,
Are you?
in about 25 minutes, like I said, if they ate like I told them to, things should be fine. It'll just be, maybe half a second of delay from what they want to do to what they actually do. If they didn't eat, it's a lot closer to about 5 seconds. It's a little weird.
Oh dear.
Yes. But
Right.
it, just wandering around in public becomes a lot more fun that way, or so I'm told.
I imagine.
Am I gonna have to carry Belle up to her room?
It hasn't quite
Hold
been.
my hair when I throw up.
I mean, it's already in a ponytail. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
It has not quite been enough time for Belle to feel the effects yet. It's probably like 10 minutes until Belle feels them.
So
Okay.
you just leave her in her room and you go in yours and you just hear like painful throwing up.
Super aggressive at throwing up.
Yeah, just like anger.
Yeah. That might be the only time she cries is when she throws up.
Oh man, I feel
Keeping me
bad
crying.
for whoever cleans these rooms.
Yeah, Belle's not gonna do it. It's
Uh,
been weird.
And so Bernard is gonna kind of just keep on conversation with Oswaldo until Oswaldo decides to dip out. The whole talk about sort of talking shop and covering business seems to kind of have just been a front to kind of drag him out of a situation that he didn't necessarily seem to be wanting to partake in.
Right.
And he says, the 2 copper for her drinks was fine. Don't worry about the rest. And like we discussed earlier, I'll talk to Toot, and I'll keep you informed.
Thank you. You have a good night now.
And you too. I hope you're not next to either of their rooms.
I also do.
Is he?
I think he is probably next to Soren's room, but not Belle's.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go back to the inn.
And I should mention, just because Omega brought this up, there is a sort of artificial hot spring in between where the bar is that you're all at and where the inn is.
Ooh.
I don't know if anyone would use the services, but that is there.
Oh, 100%.
Probably. Like, it probably is a common thing to do to bathe and stuff.
Yep.
And, like the culture and things.
Soren
No.
would love a hot bath.
Yeah, it's more of like a relaxation sort of spa thing than it is. There are like public, basically like washrooms and everything. But this is more of a relaxation sort of thing.
Like a onsen.
Japan.
Onsen,
Yeah.
dude.
So I think you have to wash before you go in those, right?
Mm-hmm.
These, since they are artificial, you can basically just go in.
Just covered in vomit, just go in.
Oh, we can.
To be
are you
honest,
asking if we
Belle-
stop before we go to bed?
I mean, I'm saying that if y'all want to, you can. Although we won't really go into that.
I would intentionally steer Bell away from that.
Right. And it helps that it's on the other side of the street.
Yeah. I'd be a bit
Oh.
worried about her just like passing out and going under.
Right.
Would I notice it?
I'm
my
sure
state?
that you noticed it before when you were sober.
Is it? How late is it?
Now it's probably like maybe 8 or 9.
Yeah, I probably would. I'm probably too fucked up to even knowledge anything outside of going to my room right now.
Mm-hmm. It should also be mentioned that if anyone went over and tried to go in, they do not allow visibly drunk people in.
I'm not. You can't just decide that.
And so I
mean-
assume everyone gets to their rooms.
Yeah.
Do we?
I assume so.
I don't stop. Did I see Bell and Hilder walking in front of me?
Yeah. I mean, they're probably a good 30 to 45 seconds in front of you, and they'll, almost immediately as you're getting out, they're getting ready to go in to the.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just go.
Okay.
Sleepy sleep time.
So I want Bell,
Mhm.
Hilder, and Soren to all roll Constitution saving throws.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
22.
Also
22.
22.
Nat 20
Hilder
again.
is fine. Hilder does not really feel any of the effects. In fact, he feels more in control. Everything's sort of calming down, and he feels like he'll be pretty much perfect for bed in
Yeah.
5 minutes.
That just instills in me just basically reinforces the idea that Bill's just a lightweight.
How?
Did he nat it?
Uh,
Was it a natural 20?
I don't think so. Did he?
no.
Mine
it
was.
Okay.
It was 17 plus 5.
Mine is 20 plus 1.
Yeah. So similarly, you feel that you're starting to regain everything. You're kind of coming down from where you were before, and you kind of feel more ready for sleep. You're very sort of peaceful, calm, and kind of just ready to pass out at any second, sort of whenever you're ready.
Sweet.
And then what did Belle get again?
Also 22.
Also 22. Yeah, Belle. Despite reacting really poorly before, her left eye is going to start kind of coming back, and it kind of aligns with the right eye. So now they look to the same place, and the vision is getting a little less blurry. However, she notices that maybe there's like a split second, maybe like 0.2 millisecond of delay between what she wants to do and she actually does it. And she probably just picks that up as a normal, like, oh, I'm just drunk.
Yeah.
So things are a little slower than normal.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Uh-oh.
just try to go
Saw
to
that,
sleep.
Scott. You get attacked by poker chips. Fumble hands over here knocking things off the counter.
And so, yeah, with that, everyone goes to sleep. Everyone has a nice little sleepy. And we will pick back up next week when y'all wake up tomorrow.
Oh, snap. Okay.
No, he's not here.
But,
Ooh, Belle absolutely does not like bird people.
I hate birds.
another
I hate
bird
birds.
racist.
Yeah.
I'm
she
more
don't
a
like
bird
animals.
racist.
I'm a bird racist. I hate birds.
The bird racist? No.
They're inferior,
Oh,
and
man.
we're
They
in
are.
a magical setting where they could change themselves and just not be birds.
I mean, magic is for sissies, so
I mean-
there's like no hope for them anyway.
Hilder doesn't
Just gross.
hate birds. It's just Andromeda and Gabriel. I mean, even Gabriel doesn't hate birds. It's just funny to say that he does.
Soren loves birds.
Andromeda hates birds.
Yeah.
Filthy sky rats.
Oh,
Did we get any experience?
Yeah, everyone levels up to 4th level.
Oh, snap.
damn, son.
And you said I'd get to level up with the party?
Yes, so you also hit level 4.
No, you don't get it.
Level 4? Aren't we already level 4?
No, we were
No.
level 3, dude.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah,
Liam.
man.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't fight.
We even put like the totals
just,
in
like-
every session so that it was clear. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Before this one, we had 2,250, right?
I think
Yeah, that
it
sounds
was
right.
something like that.
Which is like 3/4 of the way to
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
4.
I
So now
took
everyone
the
can take feats.
I took the keen mind feat. Right.
I mean, I know what I'm doing.
Sounds
I'll do
good.
mine later. Because I'm going to have to go to bed soon.
Fucking beat the
Okie
shit out.
dokie.
So, I have a question.
Sure.
If I take Tavern Brawler to up my damage to a d6, would that also up the damage of my weighted knuckles if and when I get them to a d6?
That is, yeah.
Okay.
So that's pretty much what it does. Tavern Brawler will up, sort of augmented unarmed fighting or improvised fighting to be a d6, whereas now just all of your punches will deal d4s if they don't have anything on them.
Oh,
Is that basically what my sap gloves are? Or the knuckles?
Right.
Okay.
So completely unarmed with no feet, that's just 1 damage. Unarmed with sort of specialized fighting gloves, that is d4. With Tavern Brawler, the 1 becomes a d4 and the d4 becomes a d6.
okay. Okay.
Everything else sort of stays the same.
Oh, I'm excited.
I can't wait to punch a goblin, dude.
Me neither.
Now, I have to decide if that's what I want to do.
This is my
Decisions,
original plan for
decisions,
Belle, so I
Right.
said that I needed to go for it because that's what she would do. I don't have fancy guardians or whatever bullshit you're doing.
Damn,
That's too
I
much like
mean,
magic.
calling bullshit. That's fucked, yo.
It's not Ancestral Guardian. It's Path of the Zealot. I've
Yeah.
been marked for endless battle by my god, so get on my fucking level.
Fuck, that's metal as shit.
Yes. I don't need gods. I use my own power.
I do, apparently.
Yeah, you're a paladin.
Alright. Well, I guess, thanks everybody who watched for watching, and join us on Friday on Omega's channel for the continuation of our Friday game, which
Hell yeah, feller.
should be a lot of fun. So, yeah.
Just like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry
good,
for
sure.
all the role play.
I mean,
it's gone so long.
All good.
It is
Yeah.
a
role-playing game.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
alright.
all good.
Well, good night,
I'm having fun.
stream.
Good night.
Night, everyone.
Night stream.
Stream.